Record.
Hey everyone, this is Shawn Hayes and welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things money, how to earn it, sow it, save it, and enjoy it. And so if you're watching this video, it's because you want to know, how can I get witnesses for my signing? In most states, you might require a witness to sign for your signing for the deed, right? So you guys, if you have not subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you have not, hit the bell notification so you know when the next time I upload another video. Please hit that bell notification. And so you guys, I am commissioned in the state of Kentucky. Kentucky doesn't require a witness to sign on a deed, right? The deed, but in some cases you might have to bring a witness at one of your signing. So when you get these jobs, right? If you get these jobs, most things that you get, and I'm looking at one of my emails for confirmation, right? It tells you about the signing location, but it doesn't reveal to you at the time the property location. And so even though I am doing my signing in the state of Kentucky, they might be refinancing a property in another state that requires a witness for the deed, right? So you got to make sure that you have some witnesses on standby if you're doing a signing that requires a witness. And so I know last year I took a signing on, and when I got the loan documents and I printed them out, when I got the loan documents and things like that, it says require a witness. And I called the back, says, hey, this requires a witness because the property was refinancing a property in another state that requires a witness for the deed. Well, I told a lady, I says, I have no way to have a witness on standby at short notice, right? Because I picked up something that was like that day. So it wasn't really no prep time. It was no time to get on a phone call to call somebody, hey, could you go with this signing so you can be a witness, right? Because they have to be at the closing table. So I called them back and the lady says, well, can't you just sign it and bring it home for your husband to sign when he gets home from work? And I was like, no, that's not ethical. That's not right. And plus I'm not married. And she says, well, I don't know what you're going to do. And she says, I got too many sign-ins to do today. I can't get time to worry about it. And she hung up on me. So I politely removed myself from the signing. And so that taught me, hey, making sure that you have some witnesses available throughout the day, whether you're doing signing that requires a witness at 9 o'clock, or if you require a witness at 9 p.m., in the evening time. And so here are 5 ways to provide a witness for your signing. All right. So you got to know your state laws as well. And with this email, right, in this email, this is the confirmation email. It kind of tells you like, hey, please ensure there will be a witness present if the property is in the following states, right? So they said Connecticut, you need 2 witnesses are required. One can be the notary signing agent. In Florida, you need 2 witnesses are required. One can be the notary signing agent. That'll be you. In Georgia, you need 1 witness is required. And it says it cannot be the notary signing agent, right? Also, it says in Louisiana, 2 witnesses are required, cannot be the notary signing agent. So now you're going to have 2 witnesses besides the notary signing agent in the state of Louisiana. And then South Carolina, you need 2 witnesses required. One can be the notary signing agent. And then it goes on to tell you the other states, right? So again, you guys, I'm commissioned in Kentucky. Please, if you're a notary or notary signing agent, please put in a comment, what state are you commissioned in? Again, you got to know your state laws. But again, when you're accepting these signings, it doesn't tell you where the property location is. It's just going to tell you the signing location. So make sure you know your state law. Again, I'm commissioned in the state of Kentucky. Also, it has me thinking this too, and these are the questions that you have to ask and negotiate the price. And so if you have to bring your own witness, then hey, that should be a additional fee tacked onto the signing so that you can pay your witness, because look, they're coming out of their home, they're traveling with you to make sure that the signing takes place and is successful. Again, These are the things that you have to ask questions. If you feel uncomfortable, get on the phone and ask questions. A lot of times we're fear like, oh my goodness, they're gonna blackball us. You know what? And if you watch my videos before, my signature holds power. That means that nothing can take place without my signature. No closing will take place without my signature stamp. No transfer of titles can take place without my signature and my stamps. And so you have the power. And sometimes we get scared. I know, going in, sometimes you're like, oh my goodness, I need this income to provide for my family. But again, don't do anything that you're not, that you're uncomfortable with. If you trust your spirit, you have to pray for discernment. Like, look, this is not the right job for me. Maybe I need to cancel it. Maybe I need to say, no, this is not for me. And believe me, they're going to come back to you. Don't be afraid. But again, you're going to need a witness if the property location is in another state that requires a witness. And so mortgage deed of trust in some states, right? So make sure that you have those on standby, making sure that, hey, you're going to pay them, because if they say no, they're not going to pay you to bring a witness. And so you're going to have to give your witness something just for riding with you. Like, I thank you for your time, because time is money, right? So let's go ahead and dive in the 5 ways how I provide a witness, for my signing, to make sure I have witnesses on standby if I need to call them, regardless if it's at 9 a.m. or 9 p.m. I got witnesses ready to stand with me, to ride with me, so we can make sure that this notary, the signing is successful. Also, when you're calling, right, when you're calling and confirming, and maybe you need to call back again, and let the signers know, says, hey, it's required me be a witness. I'm bringing somebody with me as well to be a witness. And it cannot be anybody that is going to benefit, right? So they can't bring somebody in their home, or their brother or sister or children. They have to bring somebody who doesn't gain, any interest or gain any what I want to say, gain anything by being a witness, right? So the number one way is contact and connect with another notary, right? So in your state, say, hey, are you busy this morning? Do you got any signings? Hey, could you ride with me and be a witness to the signing? So number one is reach out to your notary buddies. I believe where there's passion to serve, there's no competition, because a lot of times we hear, oh man, this industry is so saturated with so many notary signing agent. There is room and money for everyone, right? So you can't do 100 signings. You can't do 100 signings. There's always going to be some signings available for someone else, because you can't be in 2 places at one time, right? So number one is connect with another notary buddy and let them know, hey, just have a conversation beforehand. Like, what if I had a signing come up that the property locations in another state that requires witness? Will you be able to, come with me for $10, $15, $20, $25, whatever price that y'all, agree upon? Make sure that you have more than one notary person that's, hey, we be each other's notary. Like, hey, you do this, be this witness for me on this job. I'll be a witness for you on that job, and just help each other out, right? Number 2 is reach out to any retired neighbors in your communities. And so you already know, everybody have a Miss Jackson who's been retired. She is like the neighborhood mom. Like she's up. She's up when you leave out. She's still up when you come back in. And so, hey, she might be retired. She just might need to ride to get out the house, right? So call Ms. Jackson, say, hey, I'm a notary signing agent and I'm about to do a signing and I need a witness. Could you ride with me? You maybe you don't even have to pay Ms. Jackson. She probably say, hey, could you just take me to the grocery store? Something like that this evening. And so I like bartering, right? So reach out to any retired neighbors in your neighborhood and ask them, say they're retired, they probably want to get out the house and things like that. And so ask them, hey, could you be a witness to one of my signings? Number 3 is church folks, right? Reach out to your local church. Like if you're a member of a church, it's a large congregation or small congregations. Reach out to your church member. Hey, if we can't fellowship together, We can fellowship together. Hey, we can do this closing together, right? So reach out to your church folks and see if anybody would be willing who's probably retired too, or just working, just have some certain days off or whatnot. Just reach out to them. I say this: a closed mouth don't get fed. So if you don't ask the question, the answer will always be no, right? Always be no. And then number 4 is we have neighborhood apps. So I don't know where you live in Kentucky. We have a neighborhood app that you can probably just post on, right? You can just post on and says, hey, you guys, I need someone to be a witness. I'll pick you up. Just make sure you have a valid driver's license so you can be a witness. And so these apps are very, very handy, your neighborhood apps. So make sure that you reach out to them and stay engaged in there. So when you post something, they're like, okay, she's the real deal. She's in our neighborhood. We're close. We kind of trust her. We know where she lives at. Let's see if you can go ahead and just ask that and see if anybody, just ask the question today and see if anybody say, hey, yeah, you can contact me, and let's send you a message and see if they are available. And then the fifth person is, of course, your spouse or your legal age child could come with you. And so if you have a child that's still in a home that's 18 and older, I believe, they got to be 18 and older, whatnot, and see, hey, could you ride with me on this signing or make arrangement for that? And so at least you have some options. I'm telling you, we're never out of options. Just go ahead and, have these 5 things in place. So when a signing comes and you realize that you have to bring a witness to the signing because the property location is in a different state, right? That requires a witness, that you're never have to cancel a job like I did. And you never have to just oh my goodness, what I'm going to do, especially if, the signing is paying good money. So again, let's go ahead and recap. Number 1 is connect with another notary buddy. Number 2, reach out to any retired neighbors in your neighborhood. Number 3 is church folks, their community. Hey, ask somebody in that church, right? Hey, bring Pastor so-and-so along with you, right? Just to make sure that you have successful signing. Number 4 is use your neighborhood app. Use a neighborhood app. And then number 5 is use your spouse or your legal age child. And let's go ahead and hit a bonus. Number 6 is go ahead. We're on Facebook. Reach out to Facebook. Post on your Facebook page and search of in need of somebody to come and do the signing with me. You got about 5,000 friends on your Facebook page, and they're following you. They might not say anything, but they still watching, right? And so ask a question on Facebook and say, hey, who's available? I mean, we always do that. Any recommendations, things like that. So you guys, I hope this video was helpful. Make sure that you go ahead and like this. Make sure you comment down below what not city, but what state you commission in. And then also you can go ahead and put what cities do you service in your state? Because I'm in the state of Kentucky. I am state of large, so I can service over 120 counties. I only focus on 3 counties, which is Kenton, Boone, and Campbell, right? Because they're really close to my house, because that also cut down on the travel time, especially if you have to do scan backs. So sometimes I don't have a mobile car where I have my scanner and all that stuff built in my car. So that means I have to come back to my home office and scan back, or maybe, things like that. So make sure you put in a comment, put a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, let me know what state are you commissioned in. I am the state of Kentucky. So I see you on the next video, and have a great day.